Hey guys, Odyssey here, and I got something a little bit different for you than usual. I usually do like redstone type videos and stuff, but believe it or not, I like to build some stuff here and there. And I built a really cool little house, and I just kind of I put a lot of effort into it, and it was one of those projects that just kind of drew me in, and I just kept on adding detail here and detail there, and I thought the end result was pretty cool. It's a fairly original looking design, I think. I don't know what really to call it. I think I'm gonna call it like a lake house vacation home or something like that, because that's kind of what I was going for. And one of the things I love the most about the build is actually the materials. I thought I found a pretty cool combination of materials that look really good in the default texture pack, which is actually kind of difficult to do. It's kind of hard to find good designs or good things that work together in default texture pack. But I actually did a lot on the exterior as well, landscaping wise, and so I think I'll just go ahead and start with the outside first, and then we'll go to the house itself. So there was this little lake in front here, and it kind of inspired me to, or a pond, not a lake, but a little pond in front. It kind of inspired me to do this little bridge here, and I think I changed the size of the pond or something, but it ended up different than it was in the beginning. And you'll notice that there's no sugarcane at all. When was the last time you saw a man-made pond in Minecraft with no sugarcane? It just didn't seem to like match the style for me. It's kind of we're kind of in a swampy area. It's a really neat seed, and it's got this just really cool area here. And that swamp hill was actually naturally generated, and that's what made me think like, oh, I need to build a house here. I got to work, but I went with more of like a swampy kind of overgrown look, and I just threw up these acacia trees here with some vines on them. They make some really it's real fast and easy like willow trees, and then just went with sort of an overgrown look like two tall ferns and lily pads and stuff. And I used the dark oak to make the spruce wood look like it's wet. And I just went with a lot of detail. I didn't try to be too symmetric or too much of a pattern. You'll see some of these have vines on them, some of them have trapdoors. This one has a, a potted plant, kind of random. It makes it feel more real, I guess. By the way, the name of the house is Bayou Bonita. I think it's pretty fitting. Um, Up front here, I didn't know what I was going to do in this area. I thought at first I was going to do like a little courtyard or something. But instead, I went with this little overgrown path, and I'm pretty glad I did because it looks really neat and it gives it a lot of character. And then this is one of my favorite parts right here. So we got this path that goes to a balcony to the back door. So this is the back door entrance to the house. And I just love the way it turned out. And the nether brick went really good with the design as well. Nether brick fence. Up here is a little path to a vista point. I didn't know exactly what to put up here, so I haven't done anything yet. I didn't know if I was going to put some furniture or like a little garden or something, but I definitely plan on updating it. By the way, let me know in the comments what you think about this idea. I'm thinking about maybe like periodically updating this map and just building lots of houses on it and stuff, because I can kind of imagine like a path like going that way and house there and houses over there. And one of the reasons I left this area blank right here, because I'm thinking about putting a path that goes this direction to like either a detached garage or a house or something. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. So this path goes around and to the back door and up to the vista point. Um, on the back door exit on the bottom floor, you come out and there's two directions you can go. I'll talk about that direction last, but this direction are a couple of outdoor terraces. This turned out a lot better than I anticipated. So I sort of just started out with this one little terrace here and just a little table. And I decided, well, why don't I just kind of step down and add some more? And then I built this area, which came out really well. I like the little this little built-in bar more than anything. And by the way, I think the acacia trees really made this backyard. Like as soon as I put those down, it just looks so much cooler. And it just looks really inviting, I guess I would say. But then I went down and did this little pier or little dock area and connected the path back over here, and I just think it all came together. It just got a really cool sort of, I don't know, inviting, overgrown kind of feel to it. Like it feels like this is something that people come out and use every day. Uh, Went pretty simple on the dock, not too much detail, just like a ladder here, vine there, some pressure plates on top. I like the way this lighting turned out as well. It kind of, the way it's like halfway cut off, feels like something you see in the real world a lot. But the other way you go is if you come down here, there's actually a hot spring that I put in here. So right down this way is a natural hot spring. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do down here at first. My first idea was to do something a lot fancier, like, you know, like some luxurious built-in thing. But I decided to go with the natural overgrown look instead, and I'm pretty happy I did because it came out, I don't know, just really cool looking. It feels like a natural hot spring. By the way, let me know what you think about the half slabs, the cobblestone half slabs on the roof or on the ceiling. I kind of just threw them up there on a whim, and I thought, man, that looked really good. Like, it just makes the cave look so much more natural, and just like it gave it that much more detail. And by the way, I like the way this path turned out as well. I tried not to use too much stone brick, and I kept a lot of the smooth stone, and I added in some grass blocks because it kind of looks like moss overgrown to me. So that's cool. And then this path goes over to a little dock over here. And I think that's pretty much the whole exterior. I think the paths going in and around the house turned out really cool. You can see the front goes here to the back door, up to the vista point, and then you can see down here you have the path that goes all the way around the terraces, the dock, to the hot spring, and then finally this little dock over here. So yeah, that's the landscaping, I guess. As for the house, we'll just go and take a good look all around it. It's a really simple style house. It's only 2 stories and like a two bedroom, or I guess it's sort of like three bedrooms because I built into the hill a little bit. And my inspiration for the house was sort of like lake houses that you see in the Pacific Northwest a lot, where the entrance is kind of on the higher level, and then all the living area is actually on a lower level, facing out some body of water. And that's kind of what I went for. Let me know if you guys want to see a tutorial on this, because it shouldn't be too difficult. I think I can knock it out in 1 or 2 parts. It's a really simple design for a house, actually. But I love these little cobblestone pillars here. It makes it. I added them. I just kind of threw them in, not really expecting much, but I feel like it gave the house a lot of character. So let's go on the inside. And like I said, this style of house is one where you do like the visiting on top and the living on bottom. So I went with like a little kitchen area on top, and then a little fireplace area, nice little hearthstone. And this goes to the back door to a little balcony here, and I thought that was nice. Yeah, I went with the nether brick for the kitchen. Kind of a strange choice, but I thought it matched the style of the house, the kind of red hues in the nether brick. And I went with a granite countertop, which has its pros and cons. The cons are you can't set anything on top of it because it kind of like floats in midair, but the pros are that it's really easy to hide lighting in corners like that. I also hid lighting under this refrigerator. I thought that was pretty cool as well. Yeah, I tried to put a lot of detail into this top floor and make it feel kind of homey and welcoming. I even got a welcome home sign with some little flourishing on it. But I like the way this top floor turned out. So if we go downstairs, the downstairs, it turned out a little bit funky. I still like it. I don't like it as much as the top floor, but I kind of went with a little path on the outside to this door, where we got some storage here, and then just a little more storage, something to set your stuff on, set your shoes on or something. And we got a little study right here with a little laptop and a drink and a simple little chair, nothing too complicated. And then a little lounge area right here with I like the design for this little center table. But the reason this bottom floor turned out a little strange is because I wasn't paying attention, and I only made the bottom floor 5 blocks tall, which you really should be at least 6 blocks tall. And so it didn't give me enough room to put a ceiling on here. You'll notice that the ceiling is pretty much the floor from above, which, yeah, so if I was to do a tutorial on this house, one thing I would definitely change is make the bottom floor at least 1 block taller, so you won't have that problem. But finally, let's go to my favorite room in the house, and that is the bedroom. I really love the way this turned out. I didn't have a real big plan going into it. I just kind of wanted to go for like a cavey kind of feel, like really natural. but at the same time I wanted to keep it like really minimalistic and modern looking, and I thought this pretty much turned out exactly as well as I hoped. It feels very natural and very like cave-like, but at the same time very minimalistic. I'm calling it contemporary caveman. It's the contemporary caveman style. It's definitely one I'm going to use in the future on future builds because I just really like it. It's a half block floor with a full block around the outer rim. So like you have open space in the middle on a half block, and then on the outer rim you have everything kind of built in to the full block, and that's what keeps it giving that like a very minimalistic feel. And yeah, very nice. So let's see, have I showed you everything? I guess we might as well take a look at what it looks like in the dark, since it's nighttime now. And I found a lot of ways to hide like ambient lighting, and I just think it looks actually better at night than it does in the daytime. But yeah, I think I've pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about. I think I will provide a world download in the video description, so if you guys want to check that out, let me know if you want to see a tutorial. If enough people want to see that, then I'll definitely do one. For the house, not the landscaping. The landscaping is obviously unique to the area, so it's not something you can really do a tutorial on. But the house I can do a tutorial on. And also let me know what you think about sort of periodically building stuff on this map and updating it if you like that idea. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy it. Should be a world download in the video description. And as always, thanks for watching.